Alright, so this thing got cored. It doesn't have a whole lot else going on that's worth stripping it for, so I think we just sell it as is. Get out of here. Cold storage. Oh, that's right. Now that we're here, we're in an industrial hub. I did mean to start putting some of these mechs back together. So we gotta fix up the Marauder. We gotta put the legs back on the Orion. God, it feels so heretical to sell the 4G, but again, a hunchback is a dime a dozen in the inner sphere, especially during this era. So, like, I feel like it's better to just try to find a 4G that still has the engine core in it than to try to buy one and fix this one. But anyway, Marauder, let's put this thing back together. Let's put this thing back together. Get the legs put back on it. Get the lasers put back on it. Actually, we'll just strip the whole thing. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember. Okay, it uses a 300. I couldn't remember what engine core it was supposed to have. So we'll put the 300 back in it. We'll start from there. And Stompy Robots Batman, y'all still streaming. Correct, Ajax. We are indeed still streaming. Good to see you. Glad to have you on a Saturday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And you did make it. You did make it. We are still streaming. In fact, we're getting ready to put together a Marauder that we managed to salvage. It was a Lieutenant Dan Marauder and ain't got no legs, but at the same time, I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work. So, in the vanilla campaign, we were running these typically with a large laser in each arm and some sort of ballistic mount in the right torso. Sucked today at work. Haven't been this tired in a long time. Well, I'm glad that the workday is over for you at least. And hopefully you can take a load off and relax a little bit while we get into some hot mech on mech action. So sorry to hear that the day was not good, but the best thing about every day is that even if it's a bad one, it only lasts for 24 hours. Oh, yeah, you're right, Erst. You're right. It's been 6 hours. It's probably time to get up, do a little BRB, but let's have a look at what we can do with this thing first. Because if I recall, we were sticking AC5s in these things, but I'm okay with trying to put an AC10. So if we go 2 large lasers and an AC10, I think that's not... What do we think about this, chat? I mean, obviously we'll need to mess with the armor, we'll need to add some ammo, but what do we think about this setup? Because this is very, very similar to the setup we were running during the vanilla campaign. I personally argue for 4x large lasers. Can we do that? I'm willing to give it a shot. The only problem with that is, I mean, you guys know how quickly, how apt a Marauder is to lose its arms. So do we really want to put all the firepower in the arms? And then potentially have these because again, the Marauders lose their arms basically every engagement. So we're kind of putting all of our eggs into 2 baskets here. If we put the 2 large lasers in each arm, that's where they belong. I mean, you're not wrong. But again, this is going to be an AI boat. I don't plan to use this Marauder. I plan on giving it to the AI. Max armor and side torso armor. You're... I mean, we can max the armor. That's not the problem. We just need more heat sinks. Let's do that and that. And apparently we have a damaged heatsink. I'm confused. I feel like that's a bug. I feel like that's not supposed to be there. Can't forget the feet sinks. You know how it is, chat. Always put... First, look, I know you're being facetious. I understand. But at the same time, Large lasers don't grow on trees. The vanilla build for the mat is usually pretty good. Large instead of PPC and good to go. Yeah, and so I said this before during the vanilla campaign. I generally don't give PPCs to the AI because the AI is dumb and it doesn't know how to compensate for the PPC's minimum range. So if you don't know, the PPC aiming goes off center of reticle when you're really, really close to the enemy. The problem is the AI doesn't know what to do about that, and it just tries to shoot anyway and continually misses. And because the AI is stupid, and the mechs get right up next to each other all the time, you end up in a situation where if you give your mechs a lot of PPCs, they basically just get blown up because they can't fight back. Whereas large lasers have no minimum range, and the laser always goes where you point it. And so by giving the AI large lasers, you remove that from the equation entirely, and you also give them weapons that they can use at any range. So that's the reasoning behind large lasers over PPCs. I know PPCs are more powerful, for sure. Yeah, the laser knows where it is. I feel like the heat dissipation on this is not high enough, but we can't fit any more heat sinks in it. Put 2 doubles in the engine, they're safe there. Well, they're safe there unless they get cored out. That's the problem. Yeah, if we had ER larges, that would be good too. Chat, I'm having a little bit of a brain. I'm having a wrinkly brain moment here, chat. Bear with me. Yeah, I didn't think so. But that's okay. Hold on. Damn, I was hoping we had like a 350. Like, I wanted to put it right down the middle between the 300 and the 400, but there's no 350. Yeah, no, we would need an XL for that, and we're a little early in the timeline for that. But basically what I was gonna do, I wanted to put in like a 350 for speed, and then just fill up the arms with medium lasers, put in some machine guns, put in an AMS, and just let this thing run wild. Sadly, we're not quite at the point in the timeline where we can do something that stupid. Yeah, Zoomies mad. Mad with the Zoomies. But sadly that is not gonna work. At least not yet. Maybe someday we can put that design together, but not today. Let's see. 3 light rifles in the right torso. Don't you tempt me with a good time, because I'll do it. Do we have any light rifle ammo, though, is the question. That's the part I don't know. We only have 3 light rifles. We do have ammo. So if we're gonna do that, then, I mean, obviously ammo goes in the feet. We all know this. God bless it. So we're looking at 3 light rifles. A little over 21 damage. 22, 23 damage, if you're doing a full alpha spread on them. And that still leaves us plenty of tonnage for large lasers. So we could, potentially, go in with 1 large laser in each arm, and then we could, well, we still need an engine core, so hold on. Before I start getting ahead of myself, I was gonna say, alright, so if we do that, and instead we say, put in the medium lasers, and we don't need any heat sinks, but I would still put heat sinks in it because of the lasers. So maybe we... I mean, we're already close to max armor. This is just an even armor value. So then... heatsink here. Here. No slots for small lasers. Sad. Well, that's okay though, because we went with 4 mediums. Did you build the Orion? No, we haven't gotten to that one yet. We started with Marauder, then we're moving on to the Orion after. So, are we... I mean, it's gonna look like it has an Ultra AC2 on it, but really it's just gonna be 3 light rifles stacked on top of each other. Oh, to fill in the weight. Yeah, no hard points though, sadly. We definitely don't want this thing to be a brawler, though. We would... Well, I'm not... Remember, chat, we learned the hard way. Don't switch the AI package until you lock in the work, because if you do it here, in the mech bay screen, it'll reset it to whatever it was. 3 light rifles in a trench coat. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Again, could be the dumbest thing we've ever done, but no one will say it wasn't fun. Let's go... Yeah, maybe instead of sniper, we go skirmisher. Let's see. Target preference is fast units. If the fast mech is targeted, they'll use jump jets. If a slower mech is targeted, they're fast, lightly armored units with long-range weapons. So this is not a fast, lightly armored unit, but using long-range weapons, staying at long range, and... Yeah, no, this probably wouldn't work. If ordered to attack the player's target, they'll jump or rush to engage the target, then break off and return. Is it a brawler, though? It doesn't feel like one. It doesn't feel like a brawler to me. God, this is gonna be so dumb. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, chat. We'll see how it plays. Actually, I tell you what. So, what does Striker say? That's a good question. Let's have a look. Striker is... fast, lightly armored units with close range, heavy damage weapons such as SRMs. So this is like commando strategy. They prefer slow and heavy units. If they fight fast units, they'll circle. If the target is any mech with a speed over 80 APH, the AI will run flanking logic. So, would be better for a fast, mobile design as opposed to a Marauder. Yeah, he's gonna rush into the face of the Apr unless you park them on a hill somewhere. By default, yeah, but with the TTAI rules, they do somewhat listen to what you say, but yeah. You have to be prepared for them to get into close range no matter what you do. That's just the way the AI is. But anyway, with the Marauder taken care of, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at the Orion. We'll put this back together, but first, I need to take a BRB. It's been 6 hours. My butt hurts. I need to get up and stretch. I need to go to the restroom. You guys do the same. So again, I'm gonna put on some more tunes for you again, and we're gonna do a quick BRB, and then we will come back and continue the Mech Bay heresy and put this Orion back together. Man, I just want to keep listening to this. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'll get back on task. I apologize. Yeah, absolutely, Ajax. I like Mechwarrier's content. Been following them since they started up their journey, and have not regretted the time I've spent watching their videos. So, you know, if you like BattleTech, or even if you're new to the franchise and you just wanna learn more about it, more about this insane 40-year-old sci-fi setting that we're all enjoying, then again, Mechwarrior is one of the good ones to check out if you're interested in that stuff. They have a bunch of videos. They have not been doing this long. They have not been doing this content creation gig long, but they have put out a lot of videos. So check them out. But speaking of checking things out, let's check out this Orion. And let's have a look at what we can do with it. First of all, we need to put the legs back on it. Let's start there. And sadly, we don't have any LBX-10s to stick in this thing like we did back in the vanilla campaign. But I do like me an LBX or an AC-10, and honestly, the VA Orion is not a bad setup by default. Like, I'm actually okay with this Orion as it is. Why can't we have tracks on a mech? Well, you're thinking of Armored Core, Friend Aid. You're thinking of Armored Core. And the only reason that it works in Armored Core is because while they do put the tank track legs on the mech, they then strap a bunch of rocket boosters to it so that you actually go faster than 5 miles an hour. So that's, hopefully that answers that question. But honestly, like I said, I think we're good with the Orion VA just the way it is. Nothing wrong with it. You got AC-10 for your primary damage. You got SRMs and medium lasers for when you get in closer. I mean, a 300 core, so it's still moving 64 kph. Not bad for a heavy mech. Again, no notes. No notes. Let's get that thing put back together, chat. I got a feeling it'll put in some work for us. In the meantime, we also need to do the repairs on, wait, what? Right, we need to do the repairs. I forgot we did the arena mission before we got back. My bad. The mechs in heavy gear had a wheel mode. Correct, correct. Based on that ever-present trope in Japanese anime where, like, they said, well, man, it would be great if the mechs could move faster than a walking speed, but it's not in a, like, it's in a setting where the robots aren't quite as advanced or as crazy anime as Gundams are, where they got, like, rocket boosters and shit. And so they're like, well, how do you fix that? Easy, put wheels in it. Put wheels in the legs. Yeah, Front Mission 2. Front Mission was a good one. One of these days, we're gonna play Front Mission 3 on stream. I swear, we're going to. Which, let me tell you, just sidebar, because somebody brought up Front Mission. Front Mission is mentioned. So, there was a game, a mobile game, that was supposed to be a continuation of the Front Mission franchise. And it was licensed out to a Chinese company, because fucking every mobile game is made by a Chinese company these days. But it was licensed out to a Chinese company, and then Squeenix pulled the license. And so they have all of the Wanzer designs, and they have all of this, like, Front Mission stuff in the game, but then Squeenix was like, yeah, we're gonna pull the license. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, it's still a mobile game. There's still gacha shit everywhere. Like, you know what you're getting with a mobile game. But it made me so mad because, like, it was one of the few mobile games that I was excited for. I was like, yes, they're gonna have another Front Mission game and it'll be mobile so I can play it wherever I go. And then Squeenix was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm just like, man, that's some bullshit. We need more Front Mission, and I ain't talking about Left Alive, which, again, don't even get me started on that BS. Yeah, Squeenix is renowned for their excellent decision-making. You ain't wrong, Elijah. Anyway, now that we're putting everything back together, we're getting the Marauder put back together, we're getting the Orion put back together. How fucking standing. Let's get into this. We don't need an arena mission. What we need is we get a head to the operations center, and we got this Chasing Ghosts mission, which I think is relatively close to where we are. Yeah, it's right over here in this conflict zone, so let's hit it. Again, more missions is good. More narratives. Free mechs, free money. I like it. Yeah, they already did a remake for the first Front Mission, and they're working on a second one, but even now, there's been some talk, and I don't know to believe it or not, because I don't know if I trust the source, but there's been talk that Squeenix may cancel that remake because the first one didn't do very well. Which, again, would make me very sad, because Front Mission is great, and I think more people should check it out. Alright, we'll take some salvage, we'll take some money, I guess we'll take some damage coverage. Not a whole lot else to do. Once again, I think we're going to be over tonnage on this, just because not much to be done. We don't really have anything lighter than what we're currently fielding, so we're just gonna have to work with it. The blackjack, for what it's worth, has earned its colors. So let's go ahead and stick the paint job on it, as you do. And then we're gonna lose some salvage and whatnot, but let's make it hot. Let's make it hot. Front Mission 2 is coming out soon. Well, good that they recommitted to actually finishing the damn remake instead of abandoning it. Because I was afraid they were going to when I heard them talking about it. Man, look at those crabs. Look at those crabs. That's beautiful. Alright. Let's get this bread, Chad.
And if not, it's likely that the pirates here were responsible for whatever fate had fallen upon him. Attack the base, and I'll perform a scan for any evidence pointing to Rabbit's location. Either way, let's raise this settlement.
Nah, don't worry about it, Ajax. These crabs are good crabs. They're beneficial crabs. For us, anyway. Mechs should not have hands. Agree, disagree. I think it can go either way. I think there's utility in hands, but I don't think mechs have to have hands. Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna punch somebody without hands? Like, hands can be useful. They're not a requirement, but they can definitely be useful. Are you... wait, what? Hold up. There's something here. Oh, it's a vehicle. Yeah, you guys... That'll do. You donkey, get out of the way!
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Get stomped on. Get stomped on, nerd. I think Black Jackhammer definitely works. I mean, I feel like this is the very definition of sandpaper. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. No, it was mine. I did most of the work. Alright. What are we doing? Demolish the base. Okay, that I can do. Have no fear. Collateral damage is what we specialize in. And here I am trying to use, I'm trying to use jump jets that I removed from this mech. Let me in. Alright, let's get these inspections done, Chet. We got a lot of work to do, a lot of buildings to inspect. I want to switch to crab for this. Nah. Nah. The mech is an outstanding battering ram. I hear something shooting at me, and I know it's a VTOL. Yep, I knew it. It's always a damn VTOL. When you hear those AC-2s coming out of nowhere, it's always a VTOL. And we'll just kind of do the internal inspection here, see what we can find. You know, again, make sure that all these buildings are up to code. But again, we're finding most of these buildings out here in the inner sphere, especially on the periphery, they just, you know, they're not up to a high enough standard. It's disappointing. It's really disappointing. You hate to see it. You really do. And Game Master Hub rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Game Master. Glad you could join us. Thanks for coming to hang out for some hot mech on mech action. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. And if not, then hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here to join us. Hang out and have a good time, hopefully. Oh, we got the vehicles peeking through over here. Watch out, you doofus. And don't build them like they used to. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. There we go. I seen you over there. There we go. Alright, now we need to get out of here. SRM carrier? No thank you. Oh, oh, whoa. Easy, young lad. Easy. Come here, you little donkey. There is no escape. There is no escape. Also, I'm about to lose a torso. Let's just take out that turret if we can. We might be having a bad time, Chet. We might be having a bad time. Because we are very close to running out of ammo, and I am somehow not doing enough damage to kill a commando. Which is both disappointing and terrifying in equal measure. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was afraid of. It was a dumb meme while it lasted, but, get punched, nerd. Sadly, it was not a matter of if that happened, but how long it took.
Focusing fire.
Ah, we must... Yep. You can set your watch by it. You can set your watch by it. Now, to be fair, I also kind of did that to myself by getting a little too engrossed in killing dudes. So that's partly my fault. Alright, now that that's done, let's GTFO before we lose another mech. Oi! Get punched, nerd. Get punched. You got lucky, punk. You got lucky. Wouldn't have been as bad if they were normal AC2s, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I did the rapid fire AC2 because chat was like, oh, you gotta check them out, they fire so fast. I was unimpressed. I was unimpressed. We got 7 picks. I guess we'll just take the commando and sell it. It's fine. It's fine. Thankfully, Northman did not bite it for my stupidity. Yeah, they did in fact fire fast, but fast doesn't mean shit when you don't do damage. Yeah, like, again, I shouldn't have to sit there and just unload 400 rounds of ammunition to kill a commando. That was a little excessive. So, again, I am unimpressed. There we go. That's another Cantina mission completed now that we destroyed VTOLs. They want us to collect Herbies. Yeah, sure, why not? I can collect some Herbies. And more chasing ghost stuff. So Commando, again, I'm not even going to strip it. We're just going to sell it. And I hate to say it, but the blackjack's going in the bin. The blackjack is going in the bin. I'm going to take my ammo out of it. And, well, the ammo that survived anyway. And the rest of it's going in the bin. Yeah, wreck is great in Mechwarrior Online. It's also, I would assume, pretty good in this. Like, if it's anything like the Ultra Autocannon, I imagine the wreck is pretty good. We're just very early in the timeline. You're not wrong, Erst. You're not wrong. I should have been this thing when we got it, but I wanted to give chat the benefit of the doubt. It is what it is. Again, setbacks are part of the process. Nobody died, and that's the important thing. Speaking of, I was supposed to do some training for the pilots when we were in the industrial zone, and I completely forgot about it. Well, first of all, let's hit the star map and see where this next mission is taking us. Okay, it's going over here. I think we can take care of that real quick. So let's put the crabs back together. Is anybody missing anything? Yeah. You did in fact lose an arm, Erst. You were not wrong. But I think we got everything we need to put it back together. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. We'll go over here to Vaccarel, I guess. Rack 5 needs so much ammo to sustain itself. You need like 2 or 3 double bins of rack ammo per gun, and then a few extra bins to round it all off. Yeah, racks eat through ammo. And we found that on MBTA as well. Like, we were putting 4, 5, 6 bins of ammo in our rack platforms, and that still wasn't enough. But that was all the ammo we could get our hands on. Alright, let's do an assassination mission. Only 160 tons. We may actually go in with only 3 mechs on this one.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse
let's see. We'll ditch the blackjack. Chat, if I just do this, what happens? What happens if I start the mission like this? Am I gonna break the game if I try to do this? Because it wants to put me in slot 1, but we don't have a mech or a pilot in slot 1. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens. We might be breaking the game, chat. I just want to see, is it gonna randomly stick me with one of the AI pilots, or do I just get to watch from like a third-party perspective? Yeah, I basically get to spectate. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool.
Hopes we can take him alive, but we can't take any risks. Incapacitate Ravid's bottleneck first and foremost. Worry about your well-being first, and if we're lucky, he'll still be alive. But if he dies,
it's not actually letting me take control. It's not actually letting me take control. Like, I'm sitting here matching on the space bar. It's not letting me take control. I think, as promised, I think we broke the game, chat. I just wanted to see what would happen. I just wanted to see. I mean, the game's pretty good about auto-saving whenever you jump and stuff like that, so I'm not really worried about it, but I just wanted to see what would happen. Now we know. Don't do that.
Well, this is certainly tricky.
Oh.
Ravid is seemingly alive and well, but as the leader of the very...
Dicks and balls. Alright. Let's load a different one. I mean, it would be fine if I could actually direct them to go do something. Like, it'd be cool to run it like an RTS, but I can't do that either. Anyway, let me... Battle mechs. We already stripped what we needed off of this, so we're selling it. Goodbye, Blackjack. You were mostly terrible, but hey, you know what? You tried your best.
The nasty weather means your visibility...
I guess because you
will
don't
be
have someone in
limited
slot
out
1,
there.
there's no
And have
commander.
a
Yeah,
close effect
and
on
I'm pretty sure
your
that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna take control of Erst for this mission. Let's do this. Let's make it hot, Chad. Not on the maiden mission, Friend Aid. We took it out in an arena fight and it did okay, and then we took it out in an actual mission and got cored about halfway through. So, again, to the surprise of absolutely no one, I'm sure. Weapon groups. I want this, I want this, I want this and this. I want you chain firing on number 1. And there we go. There we go.
Incapacitate Ravid's bottleneck first and foremost. Worry about your well-being first, and if we're lucky, he'll still be alive. But if he dies, he dies.
I appreciate your Dolph Lundgren impression, Rihanna. Thank you. I mean, the more I think about it, though, when I think about these crabs that we've put together and how they're basically just a couple of large lasers on legs, I'm like, it feels like such a waste to use a 50-ton platform to just mount a couple of large lasers. But on the flip side, this thing is so much more fast and maneuverable than, say, a hunchback.
Weapons free.
But at the same time, the hunchback can take a beating. It's just, it's gonna be armless by the time the mission's over.
Enemy mech ahead.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Advancing on enemy targets. I'll put him into the ground.
Lance target received.
Light 'em up, boys. Light 'em up. Sadly, the fire rate on the large lasers is not great. And we're gonna need to take out these turrets, because the turret cartel is out here doing turret cartel stuff. I hear machine guns. Why do I hear God damn it. Get punched, nerd! Get punched again! Oh, you wanna dance? Let's dance! Okay, that hatchet kinda hurts. Bag up, loser! Bag up, loser! Phoenix Hawk out of nowhere, man. Phoenix Hawk out of nowhere. Well, that kind of hurt a little bit. Let's see if I can flank around. I mean, the Hunchback doesn't need arms unless you build it as a baby back, and then all the weapons are in the arms. So, you know, you're kind of right, but also kind of wrong. Excuse me? Did you guys kill the guy? No, he's not dead.
If you find the
Where did he go?
Just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Where did the guy go? We didn't kill him.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operations. Excellent find, Commander.
Chad, I'm very
Beginning
confused.
recovery now.
Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, again, very, very confused. Where did the guy go that we were killing? Wait, there, is that him? There he is. Okay, so you guys didn't kill him. Feel free to light this dude up whenever it's convenient. I mean, I'd like to take his mech in one piece if I can, because we need a griffin, if I remember right.
We got one, Commander. Good
Surprise, motherfucker! Let's see. I just kind of plow through this a little bit here.
Target destroyed.
Oh, we gotta do this for multiple missions. Okay. He bravely ran away. Correct. He did indeed. I didn't realize we were gonna have to kill somebody at every location. Well, this is news to me. We're not doing so well. I have discovered a flaw in the crab squad. And it is the, disappointing fire rate of the large lasers. Like, the short bursts were good, because they're short bursts. But when all of your firepower is dependent on two large lasers with an insanely low fire rate, it kind of changes the game up a little bit.
Gotcha. Let's do this.
Take that out. Burn him down, boys. Burn him down. Well, there goes an arm. That'll... God bless it. What is that? Oh, it's an Irby. It's an Irby with an AC-20 burst fire. Where the hell did you... Okay, Chad, is it just me, or did this dude literally just pull a PPCX out of his ass? Like, he wasn't using it at all until just now. When he's suddenly like, oh yeah, by the way,
I'm not picking up
PPCX.
any vitals from Rabbit's battle mech. It looks like he's officially KIA. Anyways, get yourself out of there before the pirates swarm you. It's a shame we had to kill Rabbit, but it was a potential risk. Still, I have to wonder what happened to him in the last decade to turn him into whatever he was. I have all sorts of
I do love the way that Rihanna's just like, well, it's a shame we had to kill him anyway.
Now let's get you
Like,
all home.
it's the epitome of the oh no anyway meme. Oh, sorry. I was looking at chat, Mr. Jenner. I apologize. Let me give you my undivided attention. Get punched, donkey. Get punched again. Sorry, chat. The Jenner distracted me. God damn it! Every fucking time! We're out of here, Chad. We're out of here. Sorry I missed you, Libertarian, but good to see you. Glad to have you join us on a Saturday stream. Hopefully the weekend's treating you well so far. Greetings to you. Glad you could join us for some Mechwarrior 5, some hot mech-on-mech action, as we continue the ongoing, modded career. So let's see. We do need the Griffin. I don't want to spend almost 1 million C-bills for it, but let's just do it and get it out of the way. Oh, and I see you, Libertarium. Hydration incoming. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and buy the Griffin so I can get that Cantina mission knocked out. Not too bad, all things considered. Lost a little more armor than I wish we would have, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we can turn that in. Actually, you know what? Before we turn it in, let me double check. We gotta be meticulous about this now, chat. Yeah, he doesn't really have anything. Just a PPC and some LRMs and they're all tier 0. Not worth it. You can have it. I don't need it. There we go. Damage tuning. Outstanding. Outstanding. Alright. What do we have left? Is that it? That is it. Good shit. Okay, well that's another set of narrative missions knocked out. And then now I guess we can see where on the star map we head to next. We got more narrative missions to do, but again, I've been saying this and we haven't done it yet. But we need to, number one, I'm gonna hit Lopez, let's check out this transmission, and then we're gonna hit an industrial hub. We need to do some training, we need to do some repairs. Ajax says, time to go play Space Station 14 with the auxiliary. Have fun. Well, have a good time with the aux. Ajax, good to have you. Glad you could join us. And give the BPL and the auxiliary our love. Let them know we're glad that they're out there keeping Nanotrace and stock price going up. No pilot left behind. This is the Shenzhen mission. I don't know if he's going to be an elite pilot, though. So just going to American Industrial Hub instead of a Capellan. Yeah, Merrick does like us a little bit more. Let's see. Contracts. Okay, so this is the thing. God damn it. Now, Industrial Hub first. Industrial Hub first. Let's see. Closest one is going to be this one to the south, so let's go. And it's kind of disappointing, though. There's not really anything special in this industrial hub. It's all just arena stuff. Just arena stuff. No special weapons, no hero mechs, none of that. Kind of disappointing. Alright, to the mech bay. Get all this stuff put back together. We don't have any other mechs that need repairs currently in the bay, although we do have the hunchbacks that we could potentially put back together. Again, I'm debating on whether it's even worth the money. The 4H could be worth it because, again, it still has its engine core, but the 4G is a little iffy. The 4G is a little iffy. I'm also tempted to sell this second charger. I know I was thinking about doing a charger squad, but I was not impressed with the computer's performance when I put it in a charger, and I may just reserve them for myself. But we're not in desperate need of money right now, so I'll hang on to it. It doesn't cost us anything to keep it in cold storage. Speaking of, let's put the 4P in cold storage. We're kind of tunning up at this point. I'll go ahead and put the 4H back together. I will do that much. It doesn't require us to buy an engine core, so we'll go ahead and at least rebuild it. We do not have the AC-20 burst fire, so what do we have that we can replace it with? We do have a regular AC-20. Fuck it, I'll do that. Why not? Just give them the big boom. We can check the market as well. Do they have a 20 burst fire? They do, but it's a tier 0. Is it worth buying a couple to try to upgrade them, I guess, is the question. Like, that's 600k plus whatever we're gonna have to use to upgrade it, whereas I don't know... I'm not sure how much a tier 1 would actually cost. I'll leave it for now. Let's go ahead and put it back together. It's gonna be a little expensive, but these things happen. These things happen. While we're here, we'll go ahead and check out the equipment besides what we've got going on there and see if there's anything interesting. Probably not. We do have some more PPCXs, which it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab them, just so that we have them. Same with the regular PPCs. Everything else, though, I think we're kind of good where we're at. Check out the mech market as well. We got an urban mech that we need for that mission, but I'll just wait until we salvage them. 30k? You need to buy 2 to make a tier 1? Yeah. Let's see. If I go back to the mech bay and we do some weapon upgrades, what can we potentially do here? So you got the large laser, we got the flamer, we got the regular PPCs that we can upgrade from tier 1 to tier 2. We can only do that with 1, though. I'm really only interested in upgrading from, like, tier 0s. At least for now. Maybe later on in the campaign where we really need to have more high-tier gear, we can look at upgrading to higher tiers, but as it stands, I'm mostly just interested in getting rid of the tier 0 junk and making it actually useful. Alright, now let's head over to the barracks. We got some folks with quirks that we need to get rid of. So Mate, we need to rehabilitate you and get rid of that negative perk. We got Mara, you don't have any negative quirks.
I fight for you. Deal? Deal.
Oof. Oof, 36 days. Alright, I'll do it. 50k in 36 days, we can do that. Ansi is gonna need quite a bit of work, though. Let's get rid of the evasive penalty first. Northman, you got that love of lasers. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
You pay me.
Glad to join the company, Commander. Let's get a move on. Glad to join the company, Commander. Let's get
And then,
some ass.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get rid of the other one until after the 72 days is up. The other problem with that is we're down to just 1 lance of pilots, so we'll have to be careful about that. At least until the 72 days is up and they complete their training. But we're okay with that. We're okay with that, I think. So we got no pilot left behind. We're kind of in that vicinity. I say we do it just to get it done. We'll get a free pilot out of the deal, and I don't know if he's going to be an elite pilot in 330s. Guess who ain't got negative quirks in his clones? Yeah, there you go. No negative quirks. It's a fucking expensive Irby. It is indeed. It is indeed. Put upgrades on the crab for burn duration. That actually might not be a bad idea if we're going to be using them for a while. And we're in an industrial hub, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we have? We do finally have the 5% weapon damage upgrade. That's a good upgrade. We got mobility, a lot of mobility stuff. So we got laser duration, which basically increases the damage per second, but decreases the amount of seconds. Which, by extension, will increase our fire range. Or, I'm sorry, our fire rate. So let's see, if we do that, that's only 170k in 7 days. That's actually really doable. I don't think we have a... Oh no, we do have energy cooldown time. Yeah, that would be another good thing. So that's 300k in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's doable. I'm okay with that. If we're going to be running these as large laser boats, I think those are good upgrades. Let me see. Where is it? Laser duration, energy cooldown. Start the work. And do the same thing for this one. There we go. And those upgrades will be pretty quick, thankfully. Just debating on whether to do upgrades to the 7H Wolverine. It's not a, I mean, it's not a hero Wolverine, but it's still a pretty good one. I mean, it says it's a hero, but it's not marked as one. Let's see, if we do this, what kind of upgrades can we put in here? Because we could just go straight weapon damage, but that's very, very expensive. Heat capacity upgrade would have been good also, but those two were the most needed. Yeah, I'll see how they do with the improved fire rate and the decreased burn time, and then if we need to worry about heat, we can. But unless you're doing dumb shit like me and just holding the buttons down, I haven't really noticed a need for heat management, at least with the current setup for the crabs. I don't know. Well, I'll think about the Wolverine. But anyway, let us star map, and we'll head over to Lopez. Go ahead and do this this pilot mission. Again, hopefully, the Shenzing pilot will be an elite pilot when we get him, but I don't know for sure. Alright, raid mission, simple enough. And hey, you know what? It'll be an opportunity for us to put in some rep with House Liao, so maybe the Capellans won't completely hate us.
Likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
And let's see, who else do we take out on these missions? Who's got the lowest skills? Looks like Mate's pretty low on skill. So let's take out Mate, and what are we gonna put him in? I mean, they have good affinity with the crab, but so does everybody else. Because that's pretty much all we've been putting them in for a long time. Let's see, I mean, everybody's got good affinity with it. We just don't have another crab to put him in. So let's see. I know Ansi is good in other mechs, so we'll go ahead and we'll stick in this crab for Mate, because they've got really good affinity with it. And then... what else do we have? I mean, they're decent-ish with the Wolverine 7H. So, alright, Erst. We're gonna move you over, buddy. We're gonna move you over. Because I don't trust the computer with my 7H Wolverine.
Check your firing arcs and stay frosty.
It's gonna be 45 days because we're working on some training, but that's okay. We'll make it work. They'll only backstab you in the dark alley. Yeah. This is true. This is true. Never trust a Capellan. But we know that already. So if you know that going in, you can prepare ahead of time.
POWs are being held. We'll cripple them by destroying key strategic targets. Once they're down, we'll be able to provide a scan to determine if Shenzhen is here, and if he is, extract him.
I feel like this was one of those missions that we were doing early in the campaign on vanilla, and like, I thought it was gonna be really easy and we got in over our heads and ended up like losing a mech or two or something. Like, is this that mission? Because it feels like it's that mission.
Sensor detecting enemy mechs.
I could be wrong though. Oh, okay. It's a Centurion. Okay, we're not doing this low visibility crap. Turret cartel can kiss my ass. There we go. There we go. Excuse me? We're just gonna roll in here, take out this building real quick. You know, no big deal. And then Zoidberg squad, we're gonna go give them the clamps. It's atmospheric, right? That's what it is. That's atmospheric. Definitely atmospheric. But if it's atmospheric, then I'm gonna go Predator Vision for extra atmosphere. Excuse me? What are you shooting at? Oh, I see. What do we got? We got a tank over there? God bless it. There we go. I don't like Scorpion tanks. Don't know if I've mentioned that. I don't like anything with an AC-2. If I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, you're gonna have a bad time, buddy. You're gonna have a bad time. Get stomped on, nerd. Oh, come on now. There we go. I was not going for this objective, but we sort of just blundered into this objective. Oh, he got himself unstuck, chat. Some AC-5 rounds to the cockpit suddenly motivated him to move.
That'll be my pleasure.
Go get him, boys. Go get him. Go get him. Come on, I did most of the work for you. You just gotta finish him off. Get one decent headshot and he's toast. Are y'all really gonna make me go up here? For once, I'm glad we actually have jump jets. Come here, you donkey. Hey, hey, get punched, nerd. There you go. Stop it. Let me shoot you in the face. Alright, fine. We'll do it the hard way then. We'll just pour you out. Or maybe I'll leg you for the salvage. Get stomped on, nerd. Alright, let's see. We got one more thing in here. Go ahead and do this impromptu building inspection. All done. Then we got one more over here, somewhere. Turret cartel over here. I saw that sensor blip. I saw it. Or at least I thought I did. Either I was seeing shit or our crab squad just took him out. Oh, speaking of. mother... Oh, they already took him down. Okay, that works too. That works too. I mean, it's not really right on top of me, but let's do it. Let's dance. What are you bringing me? What are you bringing me to salvage? We got a Phoenix Hawk and an Urban Mech. Really? That's what you brought me? This is not the salvage that I wanted. Let's just... Can I... There we go. There we go. Just walk over. And you can kindly die before we take care of the Irby. Where, oh, did you already? Nope. The Irby somehow got behind me. That is amazing. I'm gonna see if I can leg this Irby so that we can salvage it, because I do need an urban mech for a cantina mission. Although I'm taking way more damage than I should for that. Excuse me? Oh, it's an Igor. It's an Igor. Alright, so we got what? One more building to just walk through, and then that should be the end of this. Yeah, Predator Vision was definitely the way to go on this one. There we go, just walk right on through there. And that's either a vehicle or a turret, hard to know which, but I think the AI just took it out. Either way. There we go. Goodbye indeed. Oh, I have confidence that we'll find him, Rihanna. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Something tells me that I'm the protagonist, and in any kind of fictional story, the protagonist never actually fails. At least not in any kind of permanent way. Alright. So we can grab the Irby, and actually we can grab the Panther as well, and we need both, so that's good. That's outstanding. What else can we grab? No heat sinks, but maybe some AC5s. Maybe we grab some small lasers. Some tier 2 small lasers are nothing to sneeze at. And there we go. Let's see. We accept this, and we got more. This is the Lear and Revels thing that we did before. Protagonist never fails permanently. Well, here's the thing, Mate. NTR does exist, but if you think that the protagonist never fails permanently, then you, if you think NTR is the exception to that, then you clearly misunderstand the appeal of NTR. Most people, and I'm not gonna say everybody, most people that enjoy NTR enjoy it because they put themselves in the position of the guy taking the girl, or the girl taking the guy. Now, there are some people who enjoy the whole cuckold thing, but at the end of the day, oh, Mate, you sweet summer child. I will put it to you like this. As someone who worked in the smut industry, no matter what you can imagine, no matter how fucked up it is, no matter how nonsensical it is, I can guarantee you, someone is out there whacking it furiously to whatever that is. Hope y'all are good. Just got back from ER, broken foot and dislocated knee. Jesus Christ, Grindler, what did you do? But good to hear you're okay, or at least that you're not dead. Sounds like you're gonna be laid up in bed for a while there, so hopefully the streams and the archive will keep you company. Smut Cellar, it's a long story, Water, but suffice it to say, I have worked both professionally and otherwise in different aspects of the adult entertainment industry. And people get off on some weird shit. People get off on some really weird shit. And, you know, I don't judge. Whatever it is that gets you going, so be it. As long as it's not, you know, the truly fucked up stuff like, you know, killing people and that kind of stuff. But that's a whole different thing. Anyway, let's see. We need to get into the mech bay. We need to... Is there anything worth taking off of this Panther? Not really. Alright, we'll stick that in cold storage. It doesn't look like there's anything on the Irby either, so we'll stick that in cold storage. We're keeping them for Cantina missions. So, I'm trying to make sure that we've got a spot for them. The internet has truly ruined us. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I would argue that those deviants were always out there. It's just the internet gave them a place to be deviants without having to express that deviancy in a way that harms other people. You know, more of the same, Sierra. We've had a few rough missions, but no full-on failures since you were gone. Just finishing up some of the Kestrel Lancer stuff, doing some of the Heroes of the Inner Sphere stuff. We're currently on the No Pilot Left Behind mission thing. I don't know if that pilot's actually gonna be an elite pilot, but I'm interested to see. So let's see. Let's track that mission. And where is it exactly? Okay, over here. Let's make it hot. Everything after 2008 was a mistake. The internet was a mistake. Yeah, I mean... I wouldn't say that the internet was a mistake, but I will say that what we've chosen to do with the internet is probably a mistake. Wait, you want me to collect a Black Knight mech and then give it to you? You can kiss my ass. The Blackjack, though, I wish I would have had that before I got rid of the 2 Blackjacks that we had. That would have been great. Shenzing is a mid-tier pilot at best, but still I say completed just for doing it. So he's mid-tier even in 330s? Because I figured, you know, with most of the named pilots being special, I figured they would have made him an elite pilot, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I won't name anybody, I won't name anyone on him then, because that he will probably be getting the boot at some point. I may keep him as a backup pilot, you know, the third string player that never really gets to play, but, you know, he's still on the team so we can fill out the roster. Alright. Everything's getting repaired, so... yeah, 27 days. Let's make it hot. Let's make it hot. Had a little good idea on the internet since then. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Mate. You are no more or less clumsy or useless than any of the other pilots on the roster. Everybody is incompetent in their own special and endearing way.
Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online.
Red Alert 2 multiplayer. Yeah. I mean, I think the thing that I missed the most from the mid-2000s was... At least as far as the internet is concerned. I miss the sense of wonder where people were still kind of in that, you know, the internet was still relatively new and we had no idea where it was gonna go or how it was really gonna affect society in the long term. And so, you know, we all still had stars in our eyes about the internet. And things have changed in the decade plus since then. Oh, you're gonna have a bad time. Come here, buddy. Uh-oh. God bless it. Oh shit, it's a melee trip. He's got a mace. We gotta leg this donkey. I don't even know if a melee trip is good, but I'll be damned if I'm not curious.
Ally commander reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
Spider.
Let's see, we got a spider, we got some VTOLs way out there. I'll take shots. God damn, I'm good.
Reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
I fucking, like, I literally watch these dudes pop into existence. I literally watch these dudes spawn into existence. Fire the missiles. Okay, no more VTOLs. Now you die. Now let's go take care of that spider. Are you gonna make me do this one myself too, guys? Come on. The center torso is already exposed. All you gotta do is finish him off. There are 3 of you. This shouldn't be hard. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do this myself. Oh no, you got him. Good jobbers. Good job. Okay, a little high on that one.
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
I'm okay with that, Rihanna. Tell them to bring their bullshit. Let's go. What do we got? We got a charger way out there. Also got a commando. We got some vehicles. Fire at the vehicles, guys. If we can take out the vehicles and their AC-2 bullshit. That's a lot of missiles. That's a lot of missiles.
Target acquired.
Acknowledged. Copy that target.
Get him. Get him. Make him bleed. Alright, let's deal with this charger. Let's deal with this charger. Just wanted to hop back in and say hi before I dozed off. Alright, well, good having you, Sierra. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Saturday. Glad to see you as always, and hopefully you enjoyed your time. Hopefully the ops went well. But, hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend. I do hope that it treats you well. And once again, thank you for the support. Thank you for the time. It is precious, and I appreciate you hanging out with us. Helping make this stream what it is, just by being here.
Target acquired.
Uh-oh. Hey, look, it's a blackjack. We need one of those. We need one of those. Let's leg him.
New target.
Actually, you know what? Panther, we can take him out pretty quick. Let's take him. I mean, we need one of these too, but I'm less worried about a panther. We can get our hands on a panther.
New target. Blackjack.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go, you little donkey? Come back here. I need to leg you. I need your mech. Somebody's gonna pay me a very small amount of money for it.
New target.
And I would hate to disappoint them. God bless it.
Target destroyed.
Tell your family you love them. Let your friends know how much they mean to you, because you never know when the last time you talked to them is. Agreed. Agreed. And I've said that many times before.
That must be one of the
Always take the opportunity. Hang out with friends, hang out with family. Spend the time to say the things that you want to say, that you need to say. Because you never know. You never know when those opportunities will be gone.
Target acquired.
And the last thing you want is to regret having not said something, not done something. So a very real and true message. Oh, you're gonna pull out that bullshit dodge, huh? Okay, alright, I see you. I mean, when I say bring your bullshit, I don't mean literally cheat. Paying a small amount of money and technical knowledge on improving your mechs. Correct. That's what it's really about. Get wrecked, missile nerd. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on this mission because, again, it's pretty low in terms of the difficulty. And the money and the salvage are not gonna be very good. So if they throw another wave at us before I get to the extract, we'll take him down, but I'm not gonna wait around for him. How much you want to bet that make hats fit over the neural helmets? I mean, I'd be surprised if they didn't. I would think that Mechwarriors would want, you know, fancy stuff to decorate their neuro helmets with. I know I do. I mean, shit, that's why fighter pilots paint goofy shit all over their helmets.
We've extracted Shenzeng's son and several other prisoners from the complex. The plan worked.
Wait, how did we extract people from the complex? All I did was kill a bunch of dudes. We never actually went into the complex. You know what? Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna ask. It doesn't matter. Alright. Sadly, we did not get any of the mechs that I wanted for salvage for the Cantina mission, so that is disappointing. I guess I'll take some Panther salvage, assuming there's nothing better, because we might be able to put a Panther together and then use that to turn in. Let's see. Nah, there's not gonna be enough. Never mind, never mind. We'll just take a mech and sell it. Take a mech and sell it. That's where the smart money is. We can always find a Panther. So we got the pilot. Let's have a look at him. Is he just as butt cheeks as he is in the base game? Yeah, he is. He's still butt cheeks. However, he's got some good perks. He can have up to 4 of them, which is also really good, and potentially we can train him up with some really good skills. Like, he may not be an elite pilot, but we could get him there. Yeah, nerd. So we got this motivation training. This is going to take 317 days, which normally I would be like, oh man, we don't want to spend that much time. But here's the thing. I think it's worth it. Because we're not going to use him for a while. I'm going to do it.
Ready for action.
Because I would assume it just, you know, allows him to take more potentials, right? Does it also increase their capacities, or is that only with the quirks that do that? I don't know. We'll have to look. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can turn him into a decent pilot. Alright. To the operations room. Let's have a look. We got... Oh, we finished up the killing the J. Edgar units. Outstanding. And while we're here... Chemical lasers, kill manticores. We could absolutely do that. I kill manticores for fun. On occasion. Alright, operations room. So we got those in need. We get the Lyrian Rebel thing. Which, I forget, where is that? That's, like, way up here, isn't it? Yeah. 3 is you have a max of 15 per stat. Tricky, but it is doable. Yeah. How embarrassing would it be to be a blood name clan warrior and be forced to eject by some free birth with a novelty booty hunter hat over his neuro helmet? I mean, I think most people, at least in the inner sphere, would find that hilarious. The clanner would probably be contemplating suicide at that point. But, you know. Anyway, let's see. We got another special transmission here. Let's hit that on our way to... Actually, you know what? Hold up. We're not going to go for the rebels. We got bow and arrow, hazing the weak, and Crimson Crusade. We still haven't done Crimson Crusade. We're already in Merrick space, so let's look at bow and arrow. Let's see where that is. It is still up north in this conflict zone, which is 13 to 14. That may actually be a little outside of our wheelhouse. Unless this is probably one of those things where, like, it's in a high difficulty area, but it doesn't actually matter. So let's hit this system first, check out the transmission, then we'll hit an industrial zone. And then we'll see about heading up there to take care of that mission. We're gonna get it done, chat. We're gonna get it done. Clanners don't eject. They literally never eject, and they can of their own volition. And, you know, that's the thing, is if you want to place... Once again, if you place honor above winning, then you are clearly fighting wars for the wrong reason. Plain and simple. If you are fighting for any reason other than to win, you are fighting for the wrong reason. Oof. This is, in fact, a level 70 mission, which might be a little beyond us. I think we'll have to come back to this one. That's okay, though. We just stopped in to pick up the transmission. If we have to come back to the mission, then so be it. So let's hit this industrial hub. We'll see about doing some repairs, see if there's anything interesting in this hub that we can pick up while we're here. Maybe do another round of training for some of our pilots, since we have finished up the training that we were doing before. And then potentially head out and look at this narrative mission. So nothing interesting in the shops, but we can still check the mech market anyway, just to be safe. I do like assault knuckles. I'll go ahead and buy those. Heavy longsword? No, thank you. Let's see. Large short burst lasers would be really good. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy them. Because short burst lasers are actually really good, especially with large lasers. A PPCX that's actually tier 1, I'll definitely take that. And I think we're good. Alright, what else do we have in this industrial hub? Anything worth... Oh, look! We got a hero mech. Let's check it out, chat. Let's check it out. Cross your fingers for something good. We've actually got some money to spend. So cross your fingers, and hopefully this is going to be the greatest hero mech of all time. Oh, if this is the one that I think it is, it might just be. It is indeed. I'd be fighting a war wrong if you prioritize honor, and you definitely lower your chances of victory. I wouldn't say it's the wrong reason to fight if you use honor as a code of conduct. Right, Mate, and you're not wrong there, but that's kind of my point, is there's a difference between fighting with honor and fighting for honor. Fighting with honor is good and you should do it. Fighting for honor, in other words, starting a fight specifically for honor, is stupid and you're doing it wrong. But anyway, this is the hero treb, which is SRMs all up and down this piece. We had good times with this treb in the vanilla campaign. I have a feeling we're gonna have good times with this treb now. The only problem is 17.5 million sea bells. Sweet Christ in heaven, it is expensive. Prohibitively so. But I think we owe it to ourselves to take this thing. Like, we know how good it is. We know how good this thing is. Just buy a Kintaro. Yeah, but see, here's the problem. The Kintaro doesn't go 105 kph. Like, that's what makes this thing great, is how fast it is. It is stupidly fast. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And bad financial decisions to our bad tactical decisions, chat, because we're doing it. And we are immediately, well, first of all, we need to get in here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on that Vulcan worth keeping, so we'll sell it. Now, the treb. The treb. Let's get in here and let's refit it correctly. So we're gonna get rid of the lasers, because we don't need lasers. We'll get rid of the probe, because we don't really need that either. The XL engine kind of scares me. Because we did lose our torso more than a few times. But we have Indo. We can also stick... Oh, mama. We can stick Pharaoh in this thing. We can get nasty. We can get nasty with this mech chat. Let's max the armor and see where that gets us. Because it has all the extra armor for being a hero mech as well. It's so good. It is so good. Alright, we don't need jump jets. Get that shit out of here. I'll pull out the double heat sinks for now. We'll look at double heat sinks here in a minute. As much as I like pulse lasers, I'm not going to use them for this design. Alright, let's ditch the Pharaoh for now. We'll see what we can do with the design as it stands. I'll stick in the Pharaoh if we need some more... weight reduction. But I got a feeling with the Endo, we can actually do some good stuff with this. So we need to reduce armor on the legs a little bit. We gotta get that armor evened out. I think we can take a little armor off the torso. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's do that. And we'll do this. There we go. Alright, so we've evened out the tonnage. Now, we need to look at missiles. All day, day. We know that the streaks were pretty good, but any SRM-6 I think will do the job. Any SRM-6 will do the job. Imagine buying a Kintaro over this baby. Yeah, well, so here's the thing, though. If you don't know, El Toxic Dog, if you don't know, this thing is busted as hell. And don't worry, we're gonna show you. We are gonna show you. So first off, let's stick in some double heat sinks in the torso, because we're gonna need heat dissipation. With this many SRMs, we're gonna need heat dissipation. Next up, I kind of want to go with the streams, so we'll stick in what we can. And then I'll just go with regular SRMs in the arms for now. We'll try to upgrade those at some point down the line if we can. That gives us enough room for 3 tons of ammo unless we stick in the Pharaoh. If we stick in the Pharaoh, then that gives us enough for a lot more armor. Or I'm sorry, a lot more ammo. So, here's what we do. We armor up just a little bit more. And then we stick in the ammo. And the ammo goes in the feet. Because we know the ammo goes in the feet. These are the rules. And there you go. 4 bins of ammo. 4 bins of ammo. It's almost 1,300 rounds. And we're firing them 24 at a time. We got some double heat sinks to help keep the heat under control. I will still have to be careful though. But we have a nasty machine on our hands here, and it's very, very fast. Almost enough. Yeah, almost enough. I'll have to be careful about how I engage, because we don't have any lasers. We just have missiles. After that, I gotta start punching. But we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Not only this, we're gonna put some upgrades on this puppy too. So, first and foremost, if we're going to focus on missiles, well, first of all, I want more heat capacity. We're gonna need it. Let's see. Target lock and retention doesn't matter because we're not locking onto targets. We definitely want more weapon damage because more weapon damage is good. We want more missile damage because more missile damage is good, plus cooldown. This is gonna be a very expensive mech. A very expensive mech. Do we put in the improved range and velocity? Because we can go plus... Okay, so we could potentially use improved range to do weapon range and velocity up by 10%. And then do an additional 7.5% for missile range and velocity. So we're basically stacking these things on top of each other. Again, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty. But it's worth it. And that's like, I have no problem investing a shitload of money in this thing, because based on the vanilla campaign, we already know it's good. We already know this mech is very, very good. However, we need to look at the paint job, chat. We need to look at the paint job. Do we keep the hero paint job? No. I think we go with the company standard. As a matter of fact, I'll do you one better. Let's do this. So I think we did this before. Yeah, we did this before. I want it bright red. I want him to see me coming a mile away. Alright, let's do it. Now that we've spent a shitload of money on stuff that was not part of the original plan, let us... Well, first of all, I need to make sure that we're following the right thing. Track. There we go. And then let's hit the star map and head over here, grab this bow and arrow, and let's check it out. I'm still not close enough to see what the difficulty is, so we may not actually be able to do this. Oh, right, barracks. We had, was it Mate? Somebody still has a negative quirk that we needed to get rid of. There we go. It was Antsy. So 45 days, 70k to get rid of that other negative quirk. There we go. The Red Baron of Mechwarriors. Correct. Correct. I hit the button one too many times. Star map. Here we go. Let's head out. Paying a lot of money in bills. Lot of money in bills. We might need to cold storage some of these mechs. Speaking of, how much are we actually spending? We're only spending 320k, so where's the rest of our budget going? Where do I look at the budget? Let's see. Oh, they're actually charging us for all the active mechs. Okie dokie. So we have the storage cost, plus we have the active mechs. Got it. That makes a little more sense. We see the Red Baron movie from 2008. Despite some historical inaccuracies and romance inserted, I thought it was a great portrayal of man. Never seen it. I think that was, it was James Franco. If I remember right. Or I feel like he was in it, or he was starring in it, or something like that. Alright, contracts. Here we go. Bow and arrow, 65. It's a little bit rough, but you know what? Let's do it. Give me the salvage shares. And hopefully I don't get this thing blown up. We're just now getting into the brand new hero mech. I hope I don't get it blown up on the first mission. Where is it? Give me the treb. Eh. Eh. We can still take more tonnage. I think we bring in the Marauder. Do we have a pilot that's better with it? Probably not. I don't think anybody's gonna have any affinity with this thing. What else do we bring in? I think we bring in the Orion. And once again, I don't think we're gonna have anybody with affinity for it, which is unfortunate. And then, what else can we bring in? I guess we could bring in the Charger as well. I mean, we can ton up for this. Charger's a little heavy? Alright, Thunderbolt instead. And, let's see. Anybody? No? Alright, well then let's grab some of our pilots that need a little more experience.
Not expecting a lot, but stay sharp.
Mara needs some experience. Is there anybody that has a lower overall level than... I mean, besides Shenzing, but I'm not real worried about him. So we need to replace 45. What's lower than 45? We got 44, we got 43. Okay, so I guess it is Erst. Wait, what? Oh, no, wait. I was thinking this was a crab, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright, Chit. Let's do it. Let's make it hot. 57 days, and we're taking out 3 untested mechs. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be okay in combat, but we're still taking out untested mechs. Let's make it hot. Speaking of making it hot, we'll have to see how hot this thing is with all the upgrades.
Was picked clean by an unknown force. I was able to track the looters' steps back here to a remote staging area. Go in and level their base. Let's see if they have that archer.
I mean, I'm pretty good at leveling bases, even on accident.
Bogey ahead.
One thing I will have to remember is, we have learned the hard way. I have to be careful not to go running ahead of all my people, because I can absolutely outrun them in this thing.
Shouldn't Cade or one of his other children be the ones inheriting it?
Oh, we got you sneak it up on the side. Well, I'll go deal with that. You guys deal with the veto. Oh, weapon groups too. Weapon groups. We had... Let's do the streams there, and then I want on number 3 all of the missiles.
World's Guards, one of the most prestigious units in the Free World League. But he was a drunk with a mean temper who, through a series of events, saw himself dishonorably discharged. He quickly became a pariah to both the military and the Marek court. On the verge of losing everything, he traveled to
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Get stepped on, nerd.
Father found him drinking himself into a hole in the back alleys of Galatea City. He gave the Baron a new lease on life, and was
Are you fucking serious right now?
turning his life around for the better.
There we go.
I guess he felt that he owed it to my father for saving him from himself.
New target Phoenix.
Alright, boys. God bless it. We only had contact for just a second.
That'll be late, play.
There it is. Go get him. Let's go light him up. Let's go light him up.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you.
Oh, it's a
Commander.
catapult. I'll get to you in a second. Surprise, motherfucker. And that was the end of that dude. Now, onto the catapult.
We're on your target, Commander.
Oh, and they brought an awesome as well. Okay, well, let me deal with the awesome. Hey, buddy. And that's the end of the awesome. And we are very close to overheating. SRMs be hot. SRMs do be hot. Your leg no longer exists. And now your other leg no longer exists.
Watch out! Chemical tanks destroyed!
I love this mech. I love this mech, chat. It is so good. Alright, now let's high speed run through these buildings. I feel like we're about to get hit by some VTOLs.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
This is Claymore.
Haha. I'm just saying, it is a trip hearing, you know, the whole Claymore voice lines again. Having played Mechwarrior or Mech Commander 2 a long time ago, it's a hell of a thing hearing those voice lines after so long. Feels good, man. Feels good. Those nostalgia hits, man, they're good. Would you please take out this VTOL for me? Good lord. Alright, let's get in here and finish blowing up this base. Can I walk through this wall? I cannot walk through this wall. I can put a hole in it, though.
New target assigned.
Focus target has been updated.
Get 'em, boys, get 'em. Oh, we're stuck. We are stuck. Alright, doing the impromptu building inspections.
50%. We're halfway there.
Yep. That's what we're good at, Rihanna. You know that. Guys, are you okay?
Be that target.
I feel like you're having some problems. Let me come give you a hand.
Make destroyed.
Oh,
New
well,
Vulcan.
look at you. Go Earth. You go Earth. Incoming missile. From where, though?
Yeah.
Like, that sounded like a lot of missiles, but I have no idea where they came from. Let's get in here and take care of these buildings. We're getting there, slowly but surely. We gotta inspect all these buildings, and it's gonna take a while. They're pretty big. They're pretty big. That's why we brought the mechs. It's easier than a ladder, you know? Yeah, we'll just walk right through there. Thank you, Rihanna. SRMs are too much fun. I agree, Steady, and welcome to the stream on a Saturday. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining us for some hot mech on mech action. As we continue our modded Mechwarrior 5 campaign. And I am currently using the Hero Trebuchet with SRMs. It is a beastly machine. What do we get? Centurion and a Hunchback. I don't know if I really want that fight, to be honest. Let's make it hot. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go get them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have made a mistake, Chad. I made a mistake. Need to get the heat down. There we go. Take care of that. And then that donkey, and then we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here.
Moving into formation, Commander.
Don't fight him. Don't fight him. It's just GTFO.
Enemy destroyed.
I mean, obviously, turn around and fight back.
With you.
Yeah, I told you, Vin, this thing is fucking disgusting. Like, I'm just melting mechs that are 20, 30 tons heavier than me like they don't even exist. Like, it runs hot, and it's very, very flimsy because it's a Treb. Like, it doesn't have a lot of armor. But man, it puts out the damage. That's a lot of damage. I love this thing. Alright, there we go. So, we got a catapult for salvage, we got an awesome for salvage. We'd have to spend a little extra money to get our hands on them though, unfortunately. Or we could just take our salvage picks that we have. Let's see what else we have. What else do we have? Not much. Not a whole lot that's real good. We do have some tier 4 medium lasers though. That's actually really good. So let's see. If I take... I mean, we could take 2 mechs and sell them. But they've been cored out, so we're not going to get a lot of equipment. So I'm going to take the Vulcan. It has a lot of... Well, I don't know. The Vulcan has some good equipment, but so does the Hunchback 4G. I think we take the 4G. We're going to strip it. And I did the dumb thing. Go back to the picks before I do the dumb thing. Let's take the tier 4 lasers. I'll take Centurion Salvage so that we might be able to put one together. And now we'll go ahead and move forward. Now, view transmissions will oh god, we got a bunch of stuff. So we got Conspirators, we'll take that. We got the Taurian thing. I'll definitely go do the mission for the Taurians at some point. And then we need to repair up. So I don't think anybody took any serious damage. Yeah, nobody took any serious damage. The crabs we need to put back together. Not a big deal. Shouldn't be too terribly expensive. Thankfully, the crabs are easy to maintain. Yeah, the Taurians are giving away a free Marauder, which... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Hunchy that we just got is the 4G, so that's your Orthodox Hunchback. I did not take it because I want to do anything with it. I took it because I want to strip the equipment out of it, and then we're going to sell it. So I definitely want that. I want the short burst laser. We'll take the heat sinks. But everything else is trashed, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's going to be a little expensive, but that's okay. And we're still hanging on to these other mechs for Cantina missions. So, let us timeline. What do we got? Show me the timeline. How long is it going to take to get that? Oh, the Hunchback is going to be one of the last things. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, well, we'll just have to leave that on the back burner. And with that being said, chat, it has been 8 hours. I think it's about time I called it a stream here. The Matt and Orion are still in Buzz Lightyear paint. You're correct. Before we go, before I forget about it, because I will, all 3 of these mechs have been blooded. They have all put in their first mission successfully. So they all get the paint. They all get the paint. So let's stick them in the company colors. As you do. There we go. And now we'll call it a streak. What were you calling it till now? Wait, I'm confused. What was I need clarification. But either way, let's drop a save, chat. Let's drop a save. Better safe than sorry. You know how it works. Don't want to lose our progress. We spent 8 hours in the inner sphere, so we'd hate to lose that progress. Yeah, I'm not sure of the context of what Mate is talking about. I say a lot, and I say it really fast, so I sometimes forget what I was talking about when somebody asks me a question. But, yeah, we had a good day in the Inner Sphere. We accomplished a lot. We've started down the path of the Kestrel Lancers DLC, although I honestly, admittedly, I keep getting sidetracked by the ADD and the, oh, a piece of candy, oh, a piece of candy. Like, we keep finding new missions to do. And so I keep running off and doing all these other things, and we're still making money. Like, we're making good money. We're getting some hero mechs put together and all that. I think it's time to call it a stream. Oh. I got you. It was a dad joke. Alright, guys. Mate was making a dad joke, which I can appreciate. I can appreciate a good dad joke. I was not calling the stream anything before that, other than, again, the circus performance that I put on for you guys. At least once a week. Although I have, on occasion, been known to do more than one stream in a week. So we'll call it a circus performance. How about that? But yeah, we made some good progress. As always, we're always trying to do better and put in bigger mechs. Thanks to you guys reminding me, we're keeping our pilots trained up. We're getting rid of those bad quirks. We're actually upgrading some of the mechs now. So, you know, we're doing better this go around. Doing better this go around than we did on the vanilla campaign. And again, the mods, they really make the difference. We've been having I personally have been having a lot of fun with all the Mech Bay heresy and some of the goofy stuff that we've been able to put together. And, you know, especially stuff like the Hero Treb, it gets even more disgusting when you can do yet another Mech Lab stuff to it. Like putting Pharaoh in it and Endo in it. It gets gross. And it's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. But at any rate, we'll be back on this again in the near future. Have no fear. The career will continue. I have no idea. Like, I know with BTA, for example, we kind of set out with no end goal in mind. I kind of just, like, I wanted to struggle against some very hard settings to see how long we could make it. And then, you know, after a little while, and we started to snowball, and it became clear that, you know, we were actually going places. I was like, okay, well, we need to come up with an end goal. So I don't know. At some point in the future, we'll have to come up with an end goal for this career, so that you know, obviously we don't want to just keep playing it in perpetuity, and I don't want to end up with a campaign that just kind of peters out. And I know it's a little early in the campaign because we're only 2 or 3 streams in to this career, but I do like to have an end goal in mind, something that we can work towards. So I know the Kestrel Lancers is like our short-term goal, the thing that we're going to try to do at least between now and maybe next stream and maybe the stream after. So, Vin, that is a thing. I would like to complete the Kestrel Lancers DLC. I don't know if we'll do Rise again since we already did that one, but I would like to try to complete as many of the DLC campaigns as we can. I don't know if we'll be able to get to all of them, but I definitely want to try to get to as many as we can. So we will see. We'll see how the timeline goes. We'll see how the mechs treat us, how the missions treat us. But yeah, the modlist is available as well. !modlist if you're curious what we're playing, if you want to play along. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'll come up with an end goal at some point. Or again, maybe we just set an end date and say, you know, like at 3100, that's in the year 3100, if we make it that far, then that'll be the point where we say, okay, that's it. And we'll just see how well we did. So I want to thank you guys for coming out on a Saturday, joining me for some hot mech on mech action. Thank you guys so much for showing up and hanging out and having a good time. Thank you for the support, for the subs, the resubs, the Bezos bucks, and even if you didn't donate anything, even if you were just hanging out in the back and enjoying yourself, painting some minis, reading a book, whatever you were doing, if you were here, if you were in the chat, if you were in this stream, and contributing to the community that we've built here, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for that. Again, the world is a roller coaster of challenges, and we don't all have a lot of time on this planet. I tell you every time, and I'll tell you every time from here on out, your time and your money are both valuable, and I appreciate every minute and every dime you choose to spend in this stream. Again, there is no stream without you guys. I'm just the monkey putting on the show. Without you, there is no stream, there is no community. So thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for making this stream what it is and making this community what it is. And of course, I want to remind you before we go, like I always do, that your life has value, and that the world is a better place with you in it. Never let anyone tell you otherwise, and I'll see you next time.